All right, welcome to part 3 of this series where we make different ways to make forms in React. Last time we used multiple states. This time we're going to make a single state. So let's go ahead and do that. So as usual, we start with this base form on the right here. And it looks just like this, but without any functionality. And we'll paste it in here. We're going to go ahead and rename it to single state form. Single state form. Copy this. And let's bring it into our app. Our single state form. All right. That's our single state form. Let's go ahead. So let's clear this out actually. And so like the name suggests, single state form. So we're going to have one single state. So let's do this. Let's create a object called initial form values. Our email will be an empty string. Username will be, and the reason why we're doing this is because I know we're gonna have to use this twice, so I might as well make it an object instead of writing it out twice. Color will be red, and then bio will be. So for single state, all we have to do is just create a single use state in React. So form data, set form data is equal to use state, and then just put in our initial values, initial form values. Awesome. So then we're going to have a submit handler, handle submit is equal to event react.form event HTML form element arrow function. We'll take care of that later. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to create a, actually we'll do that later. So first, very similar to the multiple states video, every input is going to get a value and a non-change. So value in this case is going to be form data dot email, and then the on change will be get the event, and it will set form data. So we're going to spread the current form data, so copy all the current values in our form data, but we're going to replace the one we're interested in, and in this case we're interested in the email. So we'll set the email to e.target.value. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and just do that for all the inputs. It's actually a little easier to work with because we just need to, because the names are the same here. So username, password, and we want to do this after the form data is spread because we want to write over it. If we put this first, and the form data is going to write over it. And then the color. And last but not least, the bio. Bio. So this should work fine. Bio. Okay. So now let's go ahead and log everything, see what happens. Let's give our form the on submit. Handle submit. Okay. Event.prevent default. Const. Well, we already have a form data, so let's just log it. Console.log form data. Save. So let's put something random in here. Let's do pizza at emo.com. Pizza color. Let's do red for pizza. This is pizza. Submit. All right, so we got everything here. And it's a little bit nicer to reset. So all we have to do is just call set form data, and let's pass in those initial values we already made. Submit it again. All right. And one thing I want to show is that maybe this might be a little verbose to write the onChange function. So we can create a little function here called const handle change. And here we can take in the event, which is going to be a react.change event. This is going to be input elements type, which we're going to make, and you'll see why. Let's go make that at the top real quick. Let's do type input elements is going to be equal to HTML input element, or HTML select element. So we're using 3 different kinds of inputs. So let's go ahead and just let our function know what are all the possibilities instead of writing them out separately. So we'll write at the top input elements, and then here we're just going to do this. We're going to do e.prevent. No, we don't need to do that. We can just pull out the name and the value from our event.target. And then we just set the form data to, we'll spread the form data, and whatever the name is, set it to the value of it. There we go. So let's try out this handle change function. We can literally just do this for everything. Handle change. Handle change. Handle change. Handle change. And handle change. It's a lot nicer to look at, right? Same function for every thing. So let's test it out. So let's try, I don't know, oatmeal at email.com. Oatmeal, green. This is oatmeal. Submit. And there we go. We have all of our form values. So this handle change function is really neat because we just need to associate a name to every input, and we can just keep using the same function for every input. So that's a nice, I think, using this single state is kind of the way I did it for a long time before using stuff like React Hook Form, which I'm going to go into in a future video.